Hey guys, it's Rio here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a little workout vlog. So it's been a while since I've done one of these workout vlogs. I took a break from them for a while. I put them on pause because I felt like they were getting very stale and redundant, repetitive, and I felt like you guys weren't enjoying them as much anymore. So I've been focusing mostly on highly produced, well-structured videos, but it turns out that you guys don't really care about that style of video that much, and you'd prefer to see more vlog style videos that are more raw, authentic. So I'm probably going to focus mostly on that style of video moving forward. Probably not at the same upload frequency as before because I was doing like 2 workout vlogs per week. And again, I found it to be very repetitive and kind of tedious because not much time elapsed between the videos and there was not that much different shit to talk about. Like the workouts are the same, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like that's the reason why it seems very repetitive, redundant, kind of stale, is because like effective training is not about switching your program every 3 weeks. It's not about switching your exercises every couple weeks and keeping things fresh and exciting. It's like that's not how productive training is done, right? That's not how you make gains. You make gains by picking a handful of compound exercises that are well suited to you, and then you focus on mastering them over time, getting as strong as possible at them and just chipping away at them over time. That's how you build a great physique. It's not about switching exercises every few weeks. And that's why the vlogs seem kind of repetitive, and that's why I was kind of getting tired of making them. It's just because I felt like I was rehashing the same shit over and over again. So I'll probably not upload them as frequently anymore, but I'll still make sure I'm doing them on a somewhat regular basis so that you guys, have some vlogs to watch. I do have some exciting news though about future videos. So my video producer, my video editor, is spending the month of June with me here in Canada. He's actually coming tomorrow from Scotland, and he's a very good video producer, very good video editor. So we're going to be filming lots of new style of videos. We're going to be filming vlogs, where hopefully you'll see more about my training, my nutrition. And then we're also gonna be doing like dynamic videos, stuff that I've never done before. He's gonna be pushing me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I'm really looking forward to it. So the month of June, there's definitely gonna be a lot of content and increased upload frequency for sure. But apart from that, in terms of my training, my fitness, things have been going very, very well. I've gotten basically lean as fuck. Like that's the main difference between, when I stopped the workout vlogs compared to now. Like I started my cut at 186, which is probably like around the weight I was at when I was doing the workout vlogs previously. Like probably the last one you saw, I was around that weight. And I'm down to like 172.8. So I'm pretty shredded right now. You guys will see, like once we get into the workout vlog, I'll give you a little bit of a physique update, but I basically maintain my strength on all of my exercises in the gym. I've been maintaining my physique, my muscle very well, and I've been stripping off pure body fat. So it was a very successful cut. I'm still, sort of cutting, but soon I'll probably shift into probably either a maintenance phase or I'll start bulking again soon. But I want to enjoy this leanness for a while. The other thing that I wanted to mention was that, what I've been very busy with recently, the reason I haven't been posting as much content is because I've been very focused on one-on-one coaching. So with Polarity Fitness, the only product I've sold has been the Herculean bulking program, which is a muscle building course that takes you from wherever you are right now to 12 to 15 pounds of muscle bigger within about 6 months, right? So that's what that course is sort of designed to do. But I realized that I wanted to have a little bit more of an intimate contact with my clients. So I opened up one-on-one coaching so that I could work with some guys one-on-one and really help them through the process to, pack on muscle, lose fat, build strength, really build their dream physiques. So that's what I've been focused on recently. That's where a lot of my time has been going, and it's been very, very fun, very interesting. I'm learning a lot of cool things by working with other people, applying my philosophy to them and helping them achieve their fitness goals. It's been very interesting. So if you guys are interested in, coaching, if you guys want my one-on-one help to work with me, click the link in my description. You guys can apply, and we can get on a call, see if we're a fit to work together, see if it's something that you'd be interested in. And then, if it is something you're interested in, we can go ahead with it, and I can help you achieve your fitness goals over the next few months. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the workout vlog. So I'm going for 210 pounds here. I'm going to try and get 6 reps. Funny enough, recently I was actually making strength gains on my bench press. I was micro loading, so I basically added 1 pound per week. I got up to 213 or 214, and then I realized what the fuck am I doing? There's literally no point in striving to make strength gains right now. It's not gonna be turning into muscle tissue. I should just focus on maintaining my strength. You know, given the fact that I'm cutting, been in a calorie deficit for a while now, there's really like, yeah, you can strive for strength gains when you're cutting, but it's really not going to make that much of a difference to your physique, unless you're like really fat. Like if you're really fat and you don't have much training experience, then yeah, definitely, like you can definitely make some muscle gains when you're cutting. But when you've been training for 7 years like me and you're already lean, like you're not, you ain't making muscle gains when you're cutting. All right. So yeah, just focus on maintaining my strength. Try and get 6 reps here. That was a bit of a grinder. That last one was tough. Fuck me. Whew. That was difficult. I kind of slept like a ball sack last night. But still managed to hit that rep. So that's pretty solid. Definitely feeling depleted though right now, guys. Fuck. Can't wait to up the calories a little bit. But honestly, cutting's been so easy, man. Like when you really lock into a certain routine, it like the fat just strips off very quickly. It strips off very easily. So but definitely when it comes to training, like training is nowhere near as fun when you've been in a calorie deficit for like, you know, a few months. So yeah, training is definitely way more fun when you're in a surplus, you're bulking. But yeah, I'm gonna rest a few minutes now and then get into my second set. So I'm getting into my second and last set of incline bench here. I'm going for 185 here. So, you know, recently I've been actually working with like 190 or so on my second set, but since that last rep was a grinder, I want to make sure this second set is just very quality. I'm definitely feeling a tiny bit depleted today, so I'm just gonna, you know, go 185, make sure I get a nice clean and quality set. So I want to quickly address something that I've been thinking about for the past while now. I've been thinking about this for the past few months, and I've been like really thinking deeply about this. And this is sort of like a shift in thinking from the way that I traditionally approach things. And if you watched any of my videos over time, you'll know that I'm like the utmost preacher of like strive to gain strength. Gaining strength is the means by which you will gain muscle. So here's the thing, over the past few months, I've been like really deep in thought about this, and I've been looking at like my past physique shots, like my physique progress over time, looking at my training logs, and I've been thinking to myself like, there was periods of time where like, you know, my strength gains were there, but they weren't necessarily huge, right? And my physique still improved. So what the sort of shift that I've been having over the past few months is starting to think that, you know, while progressive overload is absolutely crucial, while it's a critical part of the physique building process, it's not necessarily the primary driver of muscle growth, right? Hear me out for a second. I believe that gaining strength, like adding weight to the bar, is more so a byproduct of the fact that you have gained muscle, not necessarily the driver of the muscle growth itself, right? So if we go back to first principles, like what actually stimulates muscle growth? Well, it's mechanical tension. It's placing tension on the muscle, right? And how do you place tension on the muscle? Well, you do like a certain threshold of like high tension work, right? I believe in using a lower volume approach for reasons I'll get into in just a second. But at its essence, it's about doing like a certain amount of sets in that sort of 5 to 30 rep range, taken close to failure, right? That's essentially how tension is placed on the muscle. Like that's how you stimulate muscle growth. And then the reason why you want to do low volume is so that you're giving your body time to actually grow from the work you did in the gym. And that's why I train twice per week, right? I like to stimulate muscle growth with a small amount of like high tension work. Then I like to get out of the gym, rest, recover, supply my body with the proper nutrition, and then come back a little bit stronger, right? But here's the shift. The fact that I was able to come back stronger is an indication that I have gained muscle, through the process of placing tension on the muscle and then giving my body time to recover and grow. I hope this is making sense, right? Because traditionally I would say like gain strength, add weight to the bar, add weight to the bar, add weight to the bar. Like it created a situation where I felt like a lot of my clients and customers and like the people I sort of taught this philosophy to were focused too much on adding weight to the bar to the point where they would actually sacrifice their technique and no longer be placing fucking tension on the muscle. They'd be like just trying to move the weight, you know what I mean? And so like I think this is an important shift in thinking. But don't get me wrong, like if you're squatting 225 right now and you're still squatting 225 a year from now, you have not gained muscle. Like that's legitimate proof that you have not packed on muscle. However, the way you stimulate muscle growth is by doing that, that high tension work, like hitting a certain threshold of volume, and doing those sets in the 5 to 30 rep range and taking them close to failure. Like that's how you stimulate growth. And it's sort of a liberating thing to realize because it makes it so that you're not like relentlessly just adding weight to the bar, sacrificing your form, and like by the time you know it, you're not even placing tension on your fucking chest on the bench press. You're just trying to move the weight, right? So that's what I would kind of impress upon you is like, yeah, progressive overload is absolutely crucial, but it's more of an indication that muscle growth is taking place rather than the driver of muscle growth. Does that make sense? Again, like the way you build muscle is by placing tension on the muscle and then resting, recuperating, allowing your body to actually turn that stimulation into growth and then coming back stronger, right? And so the reason why most people have shitty physiques, like the reason why most people don't gain muscle is because they're doing too much work. They may even be stimulating growth in the gym, and then they're coming back to the gym too quickly before their bodies actually had time to grow and recover. And therefore, they're not actually giving their body time to build muscle. They're just coming back to the gym right away because they think muscle's built in the gym, but muscle's built outside of the gym when you're resting, recovering, feeding your body, right? That's the shift in thinking, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's valuable for you. That's sort of my thought process over the past time period. It's not necessarily like I made a mistake by saying that. Like it still holds very much true, but it's a slight shift in thinking with regards to like understanding that the strength, the weight you add to the bar is more of an indication that you are gaining muscle rather than the primary means by which you will gain muscle. But here's the other thing to think about when it comes to this process, right? Your body adapts to that tension. And this is why adding weight to the bar over time is crucial, is because your body adapts to that tension that you placed on the muscle with that weight you're using. And then in order to increase the tension, you have to add weight, right? And sure, you can add reps. There's different ways of progressing, but like adding weight to the bar is the easiest, most efficient way to like progress. It's the easiest way to, make your training harder over time to increase the tension, right? So it's more of like a situation of like you need progressive tension. Like you need to be continuously placing that tension on the muscle. And the way you do that is by adding that weight over time because your body will adapt to whatever weight you're using right now. And therefore you have to create more tension by adding weight to the bar, right? So it's this like weird dichotomy, you know what I mean? So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. So I'm hitting my second set of Romanian deadlifts here. I dropped it down to 250 for the second set. I'm gonna go for just, a couple more reps, somewhere between 8 to 10. All right, guys, so this is where the physique is at currently. 172.8 pounds as of this morning. Pretty lean. Done a pretty good job of maintaining muscle and strength as well. Cutting beyond this point though is like, you are risking muscle loss. You know what I mean? Like the leaner you are, the faster you lose muscle when you cut. So you have to be really careful and take things pretty slow. But as you guys can see, I was able to do this in a very short period of time. When you know what you're doing, you can make shit happen pretty quickly, pretty easily. This was not difficult, and I'm not just saying that to say that. It was a piece of fucking cake. That's what happens when you have the right knowledge, you know how to do shit properly. All right, cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Talk soon. Peace.